Habs motor is purring in Motor City. Right here, Talking Habs with Rick. #1 hockey channel. Okay, before we get into that, please subscribe, ring the bell. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. Question of the day. Are the Habs for real again? So you guys think the Habs are back to being for real again? You can leave your comment in the comment section below. I read all my comments and I do respond. And also stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to give you my 3 stars of the game. Okay, so let's get right into it. Price was in nets tonight, so that was really good. That I wrote, yay! And then I wonder why Frolin is in the lineup tonight. I guess just to make change, hopefully that'll make a difference. And I guess it did. I mean, the result, you can't argue with the results. Weiss was also in, and Riley and Pekka were out. So the game starts off. The Habs don't look sharp to start the game. So about 5 minutes in, I noticed they're just not looking sharp still. And then another minute later, Tatar fights off a defender in front of the net. He makes a really nice deke move in tight, and he puts it just past the goalie. Almost hits the crossbar and bounces out, but it got on the inside of the crossbar. So that was his 22nd goal from Ben. It was a really nice little deke move. By midway in the period, the Habs, you can see they're much better. They're starting to skate. Transition game is going. Passing's coming around. And it's creating sustained pressure and scoring chances. They take a penalty. A little farther down in the period, 17:30, to Byron for tripping. And just 4 seconds before the Byron penalty is over, who takes it? Lehkonen takes a penalty, but it's not his fault. It's a bad call by the ref and good acting by Athanasiou. It was a high sticking call. So the period ends. I think there's a minute and a minute and a half left on their power play. Goes into the next period. It was a good period overall by the Habs. After a poor first 5 minutes, they had good jump on the puck. They transitioned well. Passing was decent. And they used their speed at times to create chances, and they had some sustained pressure there. Shots on net were 10 for Montreal, 5 for Detroit, and Detroit had one power play. They got no goals. Second period starts off with a couple of nice saves by Price on that remaining power play. There was a... Now, I guess they come back. I didn't write what time. There was a goal. Wings turn over the puck. It was nice passing in front of the net. Shaw gives his little blooper, goes over Howard's shoulder for his 14th goal from Domi and Drouin. 2:22 into the period. Makes it 2-0 for the Habs. 11:19, Deneau and Gallagher break out on a 2-on-1. Deneau screens for Gallagher. His wrist shot goes through Deneau's legs, and he scores for his 27th. So that's from Deneau and Petrie. I didn't have much room on this to write anything other than the scoring, because there was a lot. At 13:48, after a boneheaded turnover by Domi that thank God didn't turn into a goal, he makes it up by scoring as the trailer. Shaw screening Howard. Domi trails in behind and buries a wrist shot. So that's at 13:48. This is his 21st goal. And Drouin gets the assist. Then there's a beautiful no-look pass by Kotkaniemi. He's looking at the net. He's got the puck. He's looking at the net. And he puts it cross ice right onto Armia's stick. And Armia buries it. And it's the first in 15 games for Armia. So it was a beautiful setup by KK. You can see where this kid's what he's gonna be like. No look. He wasn't looking at Armia at all. Looking at the net. He just right cross ice pass. Not easy to be taped. So Armia's 7th from KK and Byron at 16:09. At 18:16, the Wings get one back from Mantha, his 16th. He was to the right of Price, and it was a little tap-in from a nice pass by Green, also assisted by Hronek. KK gets a nice breakaway, but he kind of fans on the puck. Damn, but a nice breakaway. So in 19:17, Shaw gets his 2nd of the game from Domi. A nice pass through the crease, gets his 15th. Then he right after that takes a slashing penalty at 19:46. So Yeah, so that means the Detroit again goes into the next period with a power play. Awesome period for Montreal. Floodgates open. Everything went right. So now I'm convinced now Montreal needs to refuse power plays and just say, can we play 5-on-5 instead? Anyways, seems like bounce back is complete tonight. Shots on goal, 12 for Montreal, 14 for Detroit, and Detroit has one power play, and they get nothing on that. Third period, Domi flying in the third. I mean, he's flying in the third. He flies down the left wing, down the wing, I think the left wing. Drouin dishes it off to him, and he just buries it, flying into the net. Buries it behind Bernier for his second goal of the night, 4th point of the game, and his first 4-point night of his career. So it's at 2:42. Domi is 22nd from Drouin and Folin. Folin gets his first point in the Habs uniform. Just Domi, I wrote Domi flying all period. He's just flying all period. Kulak and Larkin have a fight, nothing much. Shaw gets a hat trick. His first hat trick of his career after a generous Drouin pass for his 16th. And I say generous because Drouin could have taken a shot on net and maybe left a rebound for Shaw or scored. But he put it to the right of the goalie and onto Shaw's stick. He was sort of standing in front and it went to the stick. He gave it to him to score. I have to admit, nice of Drouin to do. So that's Shaw's first hat trick, as I said, and I think it's his 16th goal now. A wonderful. I think that ends it. I don't know if I missed anything. Anyway, it was a wonderful game by Montreal, tempered only by how god awful Detroit was tonight. So you got to temper that. Yeah, it was 8-1. Maybe against a better team it would have been 4-1, but they would have won. They played that well, but they were god awful. The Wings. So Montreal displayed their speed, their skill. No defensive breakdowns of note. A couple, but nothing of note. They transitioned almost to perfection tonight. They didn't do that against the Devils at all. And tonight was perfect. They were first on the puck. Good passing overall. Great in the third. Price was solid as ever. Not busy, but solid. Although busier than I thought. Like I said, solid when tested, and they had no power plays, and that turned out good for them. So we're on to New York Rangers Friday night to get tested by the Rangers and see if we're really for real. Because I think they'll have a good night on Friday. So if you did stay for the 3 stars, here are my 3 stars tonight. Shaw for his hat trick. Domi for flying all over the place and his 4 points. And Drouin also had 4 assists tonight. So he came out of hiding. Not flashy tonight, but a good solid game by Drouin. There you go. There's my review. It was a great game. So hopefully that'll continue Friday. Please like and subscribe. Ring the bell. You'll find that down there. That'll let you know of all my videos as they come out. Question of the night. Are the Habs for real again? Are the Habs for real again? We'll kind of know more on Friday night, but I think that was a good bounce back. So leave your comment in the section below. I really appreciate that. I read all my comments and I do respond. And as I said, next game is Friday night in New York against the Rangers at 7 p.m. start. I'd like to thank you for watching my videos. Kitos. And I'll put something up here, probably 2 videos up there. And yeah, I guess that's it. So bye. Hivasti. Have a great night. No.